So another old gen versus new gen. And this is, when we say new gen, we mean new gen. Like, Kosoku is probably the newest gen high-level player here in Texas that you can think of. This guy started his rise in, like, I want to say, like, early to mid-2016. Like, this is a guy that started coming to tournaments about a year or so after I did. And I remember first game I played against him, like, I mollywopped him. I was like, well, I hope he keeps coming back. And then the next time we played, this was like a month later, he mollywopped me. And then he never looked back. Like, he joined up with GGEA, who now defunct, but worked to help improve a lot of Texas players. And that made Kosoku just shoot up the ranks. Ended up like number 4 on the Smash 4 PR. And he's going to be going up against the old gen of HyLeN, who has been proven to be a nuisance tonight.
Yeah, HyLeN is definitely one of those players who I think is really intelligent, especially when it comes to talking about the game. He can be a tad technical as well. It's just a matter of just how he reacts in a couple of key moments here and there that I think that really dictates whether he's going to be able to walk away with the win here tonight. Oh! Deep offstage presence. That's something that both Pikachu and Pichu are well known for. And Kosoku taking advantage of that to go ahead and take the first stock in this game. Thunder!
Oh. That actually could have killed him too. Which disgusts me to say, but it is a frame 9 move. All right,
it's fast.
Getting the juggle started again. This time HyLeN with the anti-airs will take the stock, and these are two light characters that will die early. Pichu being the lightest in the game, and I think Young Link is bottom 10, bottom 15.
I mean, he's just a kid. Isn't Pichu really just a baby?
I mean, he is. Talk about kicking baby seals. This is in the same area.
I think that's why Kosoku plays with a flower, because it's like, do you really want to hit this?
You want to hit this? And HyLeN's like, I don't care, man. that's the HyLeN special.
That's HyLeN in a nutshell, right? This guy is stone cold, right? He cares. He doesn't care. He's just gonna mess you up, and he's gonna feel no remorse for it whatsoever.
HyLeN has always lived his best life, and I'm glad for it. He is such a character. But speaking of characters, Young Link is a strong one. You can see that he's able to cover his own recovery just by virtue of having that bomb in hand.
Kosoku actually catching the bomb there. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it may have been intentional, may have been unintentional. I mean, it's a nair that just would have worked if HyLeN had decided to make an early recovery, but didn't even come to fruition. And once again, Kosoku able to take the stock before HyLeN. And at this point, man, you can throw out as many of those electric moves as you want because Pichu's dying to anything.
True. Very true. But I mean, in these low percents, this is where Kosoku really does shine. I mean, already just 57% uncontested jab block, but thank God the boomerang was there to bail HyLeN out.
And yeah, up throw killing Pichu at 150, and it was quick too. That's not even a real kill throw, and it worked.
That splat, it hurts, man.
Yeah.
And that F-tilt, such a fast option. HyLeN.
It also covers ledge in 2 frames.
So great. So incredibly quick. HyLeN really playing on the back foot here, trying to figure out some sort of answers from this Pichu, who's going deep.
Wow, if he had gone for the second hit, he may have connected, but bailed out at the last second. But this is doable. Pichu at 63 is rapidly approaching kill percent. Into a forward smash, he would die.
Yeah.
So Kosoku's got to play the most careful that he has ever played.
The same can be said about HyLeN, though. 170%, he can't get touched by anything.
Pichu actually hits hard, in case you didn't know.
Very hard.
That's why HyLeN is playing so defensive.
That's why he hurts himself when he does attacks. He hits a little too hard. Oh my! And speaking of hard hitting, F-tilt, like we said before, coming out so quick, setting it at that such an awkward angle, having that surprising amount of knockback. Honestly,
it's like Ganon F-tilt, but on Pichu. It's really what it feels like.
Just faster.
It's just faster and also 2 frames ledge. So, you know,
nuts.
It's a good move. But I mean, if you're still looking for a way for HyLeN to win, you know that Young Link is still chock full of good moves. I mean, especially those projectiles. You saw at the end of the game, HyLeN was making perfect use of them, and even though he was making Kosoku play some veritable Mega Man against him, he's still tossing them out, and he's saying, hey, you do have to get around these. I'm going to be as much of a nuisance as possible.
Oh, yeah. And I think a lot of that does revolve around not only the usage of boomerang, but I think fire arrows. I feel like of all the links that are in this game, the arrows from YoungLink are by far the best. Those fires are so useful, and that perfect aerial option. Taking a quick stock. HyLeN only having 5% damage that entire stock. That's insane.
That is such a stark difference from the last game where Kosoku was able to take the first stock in a long-winded battle, and HyLeN immediately. Kosoku was not able to avoid any of the projectiles, and that's why HyLeN took the stock so quickly. He's always been good at locking down his opponents. He's going to look to do it again with Kosoku in the corner. Again, 46% is actually approaching Pichu kill percent, so... Man, disgusting angle on that up B.
It's hard out there when you're a little baby mouse.
I can't control its energy yet, which is the canon reason for why he hurts himself.
It's pretty adorable.
It's very anime. It's like, you'll never win unless you learn to control yourself.
And look at this, HyLeN, you know, he's fine to just really just get these little hits here and there. He knows that it's all really insurance more than anything else, right? Just a little bit of extra credit.
Plenty of extra credit right now. I mean, he's got enough to pass 2 classes with what he's got built up, but as long as Kosoku can pick up the edge guard, which he tries, but the tether is so strong from YoungLink. This is one of the big things that's been plaguing Kosoku so far, is that when he does kill HyLeN, even though YoungLink is very light, he's living to, you know, 180, 160, 140 in most of these stocks, and Pichu should be killing earlier than that.
Oh, well, 200%, and HyLeN will finally lose his first stock, but again, at 137 Kosoku, man, if he gets sneezed at.
Yeah, like you're saying, if he gets sneezed at.
Pretty bad.
That may as well have been a sneeze spasm with that up tilt. It's like, achoo! Oh,
achoo.
God, sorry.
Yeah, that Pichu's parents were anti-vaxxers for sure. That poor kid.
Vaccinate your children, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joke. And what I want to say, what does feel like a joke is the fact that grounded, YoungLink up B pretty much combos into whatever you want in the air. It is actually such a good combo tool that it's disgusting.
I mean, as much as we're talking about YoungLink, we got to talk about Kosoku, who is doing a great job of just tacking on a good amount of percent with these quick little combos and avoiding the offense overall from HyLeN here. I mean, still a pretty close game, especially if Kosoku can go ahead and find the option to go ahead and take the stock here.
But Pichu's chock full of them, and as long as he gets HyLeN towards the ledge, he may be able to find one of those F-tilts. But that's the problem, is that if Kosoku is pushing HyLeN to a ledge, it's because he wants to be there, and then he simply runs away back to center stage. He's been able to take it, and able to take that game to even it up. Man,
HyLeN looking dominant from the word go on that game. Starting off so strong, taking that first stock while only taking 5% himself, and finishing that game with a 2 stock there. That's huge.
And I feel like, one, again, that comes down to the fact that Kosoku has been trouble finding the kills. But I think on HyLeN's side, he made some adjustments to the way that he was mixing up how he was throwing up those projectiles. He wasn't making it easy for Kosoku to figure out a rhythm, and therefore he was able to just tack on, 50, 60% before it was, even an issue for him to start worrying about himself.
Game 3 between HyLeN and Kosoku.
On Final Destination, which, man, for Pichu, you think, okay, this is a character that can juggle, and the big thing right here is that you can use that back air to loop into itself. I mean, if you watch DBFZ, it's sort of like the adult Gohan leg loops, right? Very reminiscent of that, and that's why Kosoku likes to have FD available. He doesn't need the platforms to get things started, and makes it a lot more linear to get around these projectiles.
Oh, regrab's coming through. And HyLeN, man, he just has not had an opportunity really to land here.
No, that's the thing. I mean, like I said, juggling game's so strong from Pichu and finally able to find the forward smash. It's so hard for YoungLink to find a landing zone because his heat map is so linear as he comes down. The only thing he's really got is the Nair, which he hasn't been using a lot. I'd like to see HyLeN use the Nair to land more. But he's got to find more than just that answer to get off Kosoku. And he does get the stock off with the galactic brain forward smash.
You know what?
Pulled it out of nowhere.
60% of the time, the forward smash randomly works every time, right?
And hit confirm and everything. It's a powerful move, but so is that downer from Pichu. Plenty of active hitboxes and lets you go deep.
Man, looking really scary here for HyLeN on his last stock. And Kosoku, man, he's really holding all of the cards right now more than anything else. Like we said so many times tonight at these low percent, he's in such control because he has such a great understanding of his character's combo game.
Not only that, he's finally figured out, oh, if I stay close to Young Link.
Oh my!
Oh,
that's a big call out. That is a WWE call out right there.
This man went on to Twitter, wrote a whole post.
Oh. That is 3 twit longers of a call out.
That's like
Lord.
fandom drama.
But even despite this, HyLeN. Oh my!
Reading the low recovery, HyLeN went low so many times in that match that this time Kosoku goes down there and HyLeN says, oh, free ledge. And he says, oh, no, actually I got frame 9 Thunder.
Is it really frame 9? I thought it
frame 9.
Is that for the body connection or is that?
No, that's for the full thing. I think the body connection is 28th frame. I'll pull it up. I know it's 9 because I looked it up earlier.
I thought it came out quicker than that. It feels like it comes out quicker than that, doesn't it?
It does feel like it.
Honestly.
But I think it's partially down to the fact that it's like a shorter cloud, so it comes down a lot faster as well.
A little baby cloud.
Yeah, it's a baby cloud.
Baby cloud action.
Baby cloud for a baby Pichu. I'll go back down here. You got a Thunder Projectile comes out frame 9, and the discharge is on 26. That's the impact.
Thunder's some scary stuff, man.
it's absurd.
Thunder is some scary stuff. Is that specific? Okay, so when do you? I guess one thing is like for some reason I guess like when you call it, it comes out quicker, right? Like I guess what I'm saying is how long is it before it's not before like the cloud itself comes out, before like even if you get hit, it's still gonna come down.
That would be. That's a good question.
Frame 3?
Actually. I wouldn't know. That would actually probably be a neighbor question.
That's a good Ryan
kind of guy to ask. Are you going to be joining us on the couch? Will you be able to answer us that question?
Okay, perfect. I'll tag out. That's no problem. Is it really 1 a.m.? Oh. Jesus Christ.
Hey, time flies at this tournament, man.
Yo, can I have one with Disco and Ryan, actually? Would that be okay?
Yeah, no, go for it.
I just want one.
I'll swap out later. I do think that Hype Train is JV and Disco on the same couch, so.
It's a lot.
Get it rolling. I'll be back in a little bit, but I got to hear this, too.
I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock. Jesus. What the hell?
All right, what was the pressing question?
Talk about how fast. Okay, does Pichu's Thunder, like, for the entire thing to come out like